next little drill I want to attack right now on this cool blustery day here is just some single hand shooting. Again, I have other posts on this, but I think it's worthwhile to take a fresh look at some of these skill sets, all right? Now, I do have my trusty rope. I know a lot of people have 20-foot ceilings and a rope hanging in the middle of their house, okay? It's kind of a common staple item nowadays, right? But anyways, this could be anything, obviously, right? It just happens to be an object, but there's just, I mean, look around your house. There's a plurality of things you can utilize. This is flexible, and I'm going to utilize that. But point here on this is I've got something in my space, all right? Something in arm's length and what have you, and it kind of puts things in context. This does not replace force-on-force training or anything like that, or some of the great videos that Gula and Drake and others have on our site. But this is a drill you can do to get at least some skills, some awareness to getting a pistol out in close quarters. Again, one more caveat. I mean, it's huge context to go from open hand to pistol and when to do it and all that. Let's just talk about some skills right now at the very baseline, and then you can take those skills and apply them further in your training. So here's the deal. If something's this close like this, I'm stealing this from Gary Drake, all right? But I mean, just covering up, right? Just covering up just makes so much sense. I mean, we've done a lot of combative drills with Gary, and when you cover up and you tuck your chin under, it's probably gonna lose sound here, all right? I mean, even if you take a shot from this side here, you're so much better off, because you gotta remember, in concussions, it's the brain hitting the inside of the skull, all right? So the brain's there, the skull hits it. It's not, you know, it's not necessarily the hit right here as much as that action, you know? So when you cover up, I mean, obviously you cover your support side, but if you have your jaw hanging out here, you know, you're susceptible to knockout. So cover up tight, suck it in, you know, and really suck in that shoulder and such, all right? This is kind of a good sort of practice. Clench the jaw, you know, to a bit, you know, just so it's not dangling out there, chipping your teeth or what have you. But when you're in that position, all right, when you're covered up, all right, let's just work on the skill of getting a pistol out for any plurality of reasons where you would need to, or you would see fit based on your other training. So you're up right here. So now you do a single hand draw, okay? So instead of just doing a single hand draw like this, particularly when you're home in your house in the comforts of your own home and you don't have prying eyes on you, just do it in a fuller context, right? It's really simple. I just tuck up. What I do is, I'll clench up here and I'll demo right here. So I'm coming down and I lift with my one hand. I'm not using my Chris Collins monkey paw, okay? So I'm going to lift with this hand, all right? And I go twice as high as I need to, because if you go just high enough, you tend to short stroke it and you grab cloth with your pistol, something you don't want to do. So I go twice as high, all right? And then I'm going to slide down. I slide down tight to my body. In this case, I have an Under Armour underneath there. And then I'm just in my draw stroke at this point, okay? So, but I let go, come underneath, and then I just draw. Now, when I'm at this point, I am pure body index shooting, all right? So when I'm body index shoot, you know, a few basic general concepts there. I'm tucked in, get the pistol out. I can it a little bit, all right? I like to flag my thumb, all right, and keep it away. And then I can basically just get just a few shots on target here, all right? So if I'm gonna use a target like right here, this is a nice ballistic wall. I do have a good background here to do dry fire training, all right? So I come up, boom, I come, and then I just get some shots. Now, if you miss, like I literally just did, and here's a little note too, at an academy, there was an informal study, and as far as index shooting, body index shooting, there was like less than 40%, I want to say 37% hits on target, all right? And that was in context when someone was grabbing, right? Because what happens is someone grabs and they turn and they would miss, and all the hits that were there were peripheral, they weren't really good hits, okay? So that's why, you know, like you gotta be in a position where you can truly body index, and don't pivot the gun around on this. And again, look at the more additional training by Gary Drake on this, but align your body a bit. In the previous tutorial, I talked about indexing the sternum. I like to use that same concept here and just kind of have an awareness of that and building in this skill set right here. All right, so it's complete body index, so I can get these shots just like that, all right? So there's no reason not to train this really in full context, right? So you come up, boom, and then boom, 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 all right? Now, obviously, you can integrate a little bit of movement with this, you know. You can, you know, just do a few things so you at least, if you ever have to do this, it is not completely unfamiliar. You've ground in some neural pathways, some techniques, all right, which hopefully could get invoked if you're in some kind of a very dire, extreme, close quarter, lethal situation.